Dating today is a minefield. It's a battlefield. It's a never-ending Hunger Games where everyone's swiping left, hoping to find someone who hasn't already swiped them into oblivion. We live in a world of endless choice, instant gratification, and curated online personas. It's no wonder that many men feel lost, confused, and frankly exhausted by the whole damn thing. The traditional rules of courtship have been tossed out the window, replaced by a confusing mix of hookup culture, social media posturing, and a constant fear of saying or doing the wrong thing. It's enough to make anyone want to crawl back into bed and binge-watch Netflix for the rest of their lives. And let's be honest, a lot of guys are doing just that. But why? Why are so many men throwing in the towel on love and commitment? It's not because they're afraid of intimacy or allergic to commitment. It's because the game, as it's currently played, feels rigged against them. The truth is, there's a growing disconnect between what men are told they should be and what women actually want. And until we start having some honest conversations about this disconnect, the dating apocalypse will continue to rage on. Men are told to be strong, yet sensitive, successful, yet emotionally available. They are expected to be chivalrous knights while also embracing feminist ideals. It's a tightrope walk with no safety net. Add to this the unrealistic expectations projected by social media, where everyone seems to be living their best couple goals life. It's no wonder many men feel inadequate, burnt out, and disillusioned. The bar for modern manhood has been set impossibly high, leaving many men feeling like they'll never measure up. And then there's the elephant in the room: feminism. Now, before you grab your pitchforks, let me be clear. Equality is non-negotiable. Women deserve equal rights, opportunities, and respect. Full stop. But somewhere along the line, the message got muddled. Instead of striving for equality, some factions of the movement have pushed for a rebalancing of power that often feels more like a reversal. This has left many men feeling demonized, misunderstood, and unsure of their place in a world where the rules seem to be constantly changing. Meet John, a 35-year-old software engineer who's sworn off dating apps. He's tired of the superficiality, the ghosting, and the constant pressure to perform. He'd rather spend his time pursuing his passions, building his career, and enjoying his freedom. Then there's Mark, a 42-year-old divorced father who's done with the drama. He's tired of the arguments, the mind games, and the constant emotional labor that comes with navigating modern relationships. He'd rather focus on being a good dad, a reliable friend, and a man who's true to himself. These are just two examples of a growing number of men who are choosing to opt out of the dating game altogether. They are the opt-out generation. Men who are rejecting the traditional expectations of love, marriage, and family in favor of personal freedom, self-discovery, and pursuing their own definition of a meaningful life. They're not afraid of commitment. They're just not willing to settle for a relationship that doesn't add value to their lives. The implications of this mass exodus from the dating pool are far-reaching. As more men choose to opt out, it creates a ripple effect that impacts family structures, societal norms, and even the economy. Traditional family units are already on the decline, with more people choosing to delay marriage, cohabitate, or remain single. This shift away from traditional relationships has significant implications for how children are raised, how communities are formed, and even how we care for the elderly. Furthermore, the decline in marriage and traditional relationships could have significant economic consequences. Marriage has long been associated with financial stability, with married couples typically accumulating more wealth than their single counterparts. As fewer people tie the knot, it could lead to greater income inequality and a shrinking middle class. The opt-out trend also raises questions about the future of work and gender roles. With fewer men feeling the pressure to be the primary breadwinner, it could lead to a more equitable division of labor in both the home and the workplace. While opting out of the dating game might seem liberating on the surface, it comes with its own set of challenges. Men who choose this path often face societal judgment, loneliness, and the pressure to conform to traditional notions of masculinity. There's a pervasive societal expectation that men should be striving for marriage and fatherhood. Men who deviate from this script are often met with skepticism, pity, or even outright ridicule. They may be accused of being commitment-phobic, immature, or even selfish for choosing their own happiness over societal expectations. The decision to opt out can also lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Humans are social creatures, wired for connection and intimacy. While opting out of the dating game doesn't mean swearing off all human contact, it can make it more challenging to find meaningful connections and build lasting relationships. Furthermore, men who choose this path often find themselves grappling with internal conflicts. They may feel torn between the desire for freedom and independence and the innate human longing for love, companionship, and belonging. This internal struggle can be isolating and emotionally taxing. It's crucial to acknowledge that women are not passive bystanders in this evolving relationship landscape. They are active participants, navigating their own set of expectations and desires. Just as men are bombarded with messages about what it means to be a real man, women are inundated with societal pressures to be beautiful, successful, and nurturing. They are expected to juggle demanding careers with the demands of family life, all while maintaining a picture-perfect Instagram presence. It's no wonder that many women are also feeling overwhelmed and disillusioned by the state of modern dating. They are tired of the games, the ghosting, and the constant pressure to be perfect. Many women are choosing to prioritize their own needs and aspirations, focusing on their careers, their passions, and their own personal growth. This shift in priorities is leading many women to reevaluate what they want from a partner. Instead of seeking a traditional breadwinner, many women are looking for a partner who is emotionally intelligent, supportive, and willing to share the burdens of domestic life. So, where do we go from here? How do we bridge the divide between men and women in the modern dating landscape? It starts with honest communication, empathy, and a willingness to challenge our own biases and assumptions. Men need to have open and honest conversations about the pressures they face and the challenges they encounter in the dating world. They need to feel safe expressing their vulnerabilities and insecurities without fear of judgment or ridicule. Women, in turn, need to listen with empathy and understanding. They need to recognize that men are not a monolithic group, and that their experiences are shaped by a complex interplay of societal expectations, personal experiences, and cultural norms. Both men and women need to be willing to challenge their own biases and assumptions about gender roles and relationships. We need to move beyond outdated stereotypes and embrace a more nuanced understanding of what it means to be a man or a woman in the 21st century. Perhaps the key to navigating this new relationship landscape lies in redefining what it means to be in a relationship. Instead of clinging to outdated scripts, we need to create a new paradigm based on mutual respect, shared values, and genuine connection. This new paradigm requires a shift away from transactional relationships, where partners are viewed as commodities to be acquired or discarded based on their ability to fulfill certain needs. Instead, we need to embrace relationships that are based on mutual growth, shared experiences, and a deep understanding of each other's strengths and weaknesses. It's time to move beyond the superficiality of online dating and focus on building authentic connections based on shared interests, common values, and a genuine desire to connect on a deeper level. This means putting down our phones, engaging in meaningful conversations, and rediscovering the lost art of face-to-face interaction. It also means embracing vulnerability and authenticity. We need to create safe spaces where we can let down our guards, express our true selves, and connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level. Ultimately, the decision of whether to opt in or out of the dating game is a personal one. There is no right or wrong answer, only the path that feels most authentic and fulfilling for each individual. Men who choose to opt out should be supported in their decision and celebrated for their commitment to personal growth and self-discovery. They are pioneers, forging a new path and challenging traditional notions of masculinity. Women who are navigating the complexities of modern dating should be empowered to prioritize their own needs and desires. They should feel confident in expressing their expectations and setting boundaries that protect their emotional well-being. And for those who still believe in love, commitment, and the possibility of finding a meaningful partnership, don't give up hope. The path may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. The future of relationships is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The old rules no longer apply. We are living in a time of unprecedented social and technological change, and the way we connect with each other is evolving at a rapid pace. Whether we choose to embrace traditional relationship structures or forge new paths, The key to finding lasting love and connection lies in embracing vulnerability, authenticity, and a willingness to challenge our own biases and assumptions. The dating apocalypse may be upon us, but it's not the end of love. It's simply an opportunity to rewrite the rules and create a new, more fulfilling paradigm for connection. The future of relationships is in our hands. Let's make it a good one.